Hello and welcome to my IT channel. Ivan is here, and in this video I'm going to continue finishing the first 2D game with Godot. And actually I don't know where I have to look at, on a screen or straight in the camera. That's because I'm not a very experienced YouTuber, so my eyes are roaming around, so please, I'm sorry for that. And I know a lot of time has passed since the first video was released. That's because the long videos cost a lot in editing, and that's why I am not going to recording the long videos anymore. Okay, and in this video I'm mostly following this tutorial from the Godot docs, but in the end I'm going to implement some extras. I'm going to implement the explosion of the user, and I'm trying to do that in the most efficient way possible. So enjoy this video and let's get started. The main game scene, the most intriguing part, because now I'm going to assemble everything together in one scene, and we'll see how the mob and the player, how they work together. That's quite interesting. Okay, and first of all we have to create a new scene. The root node, just a node, not like a node 2D, because it doesn't matter for us, we don't need these 2D features, so create. Let's name it like main. Then we have to attach first of all the instance of our player, so click here, then player, open, and our player here. More nodes, we have to attach the timer, so add child node, then timer. That's pretty simple. Create and the mob timer. Okay, we have a mob timer. Then I can add one more by Control A. So Control A and a timer. Create and this timer and score timer. One more time, Control A with start timer. Okay, now we have 3 timers and the position 2D. So position 2D. It's pretty simple. Create. Oh, not here. It should be here. Under the mine, start position. Okay, start position. So let's change the mob timer to 0.5. This set to 1, and okay, it's already 1, and this set to start timer. One shot. Then I have to change the start position to start somewhere in the middle, right? The coordinates is to 140. Okay, start position, then transform, sorry. 240, and it's right in the middle, and then 450 somewhere in the middle. Yeah, it's just a little bit below the middle of the screen. Okay, fine, so it looks pretty fine. Add one more node, the path 2D, create, select control points, add point, that's what I need. Okay, height one here, here, right? Okay, and then I have to click 1, 2, 3, and it's done. No, 4, and I have to click 5 here, close curve. So that's done. Clear. Hope it's not outside of the window. No? No. Oh, no. How can I undo this? Okay, I did something wrong. Okay, I'm going to redo that. I did definitely something wrong. Yes, please do. Control A. path 2D, create the mob path. Then I have to click here, okay. Magnets. Okay, let's try it out. Here at the point, right? Now I have to click. Okay, 1, 2. I don't see the size of the screen. Oh, okay, there. No, I did it definitely wrong. Control Z, please. Okay. Magnet one more time. So, here. We're at the bottom. Okay. Here. Okay. Then here. And close. Now it looks fine. Okay, please turn off that. Okay, now it's fine. This helps us to stick to this grid. So all the time you set here, 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 or here, and never between of them. Oh, it's too much. Okay, mob spawn location. But this the path follow 2D. Okay, and rename it to mob spawn location. It's pretty simple. Okay, and check, and here check. Looks similar, looks similar. Then we are ready to implement the main script. So select the main, then attach a new script. Let's name it like main. Done. Then we have to extend the node X. Okay, the mob scene. Probably here in the mob scene, we'll set the instance of the mob or the mob blueprint to create more mobs. And this is packed scene. This is type. Then we also add the randomize here so that the random number generator generates the different random numbers each time the game is run. It sounds like it somehow changed the number that we are using for our randomizer. So if the randomizer uses the timestamp from the beginning of the game, somehow add the offset there. All the time when you start the game, it will be random, so you can't predict from which direction enemy appears. That's good. Okay, but I want to learn more about the randomize, so the search randomize. Okay, here, this method. Randomize the seed, of course, seed of the random number generator. Currently, in current implementation, we see it's using a number based on the time. Of course, it's based on the time, how I told you before. Close. But such a nice documentation. The Godot provides you a lot of tutorials and nice documentation for the game engine. I really appreciate it because after the Unreal Engine with a really poor documentation, and I've been suffering a lot from it. That's why people buying books and tutorials from the certified Unreal developers. It's still a very good game engine, but the documentation is so bad. Okay, we randomize that, save it, save like a main scene. Then if I select the scene, no, GDScript. Ah yeah, okay, I see. The mob scene here. So we have two options what we can do, just drag and drop or load. If drag and drop, so we have the mob, can no? Ah, it's script. Yeah, this is a script. We have to select the mob scene. Yeah, this one. Then, okay, now it works. Okay, no, it's too much. What I have to implement next? Okay, select player, select nodes, select heat, then connect. What I have to do on this connect? Use the main connect on player hit. I have to rename it on game over. Game over. It's connected. The player hit. So here, stop incrementing the score and stop creating and instancing the mobs. That's pretty much clear. One more function. Then we are going to start the player from start position. Okay, now we have to link all of these timers, timeout, into our main script. Okay, fine. Connect. 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 That's it. Now, there are 3 timers in our main script. Under the mob timer, how I told you, we are going to create a mob instance. And then location, yeah, and we will select the location based on the path 2D. That's fine. Okay, the mob timer, quite huge function. So it's quite easy. I just literally call the one function, it's immediately instantiated. And I understand, random integer. Okay, cool. It's not moving continuously, but what we do, we set the random integer to the offset. Okay, and it means that we have this line, this path, and we are from here set the random offset based on this path somewhere here. Sometimes it could be a couple of times goes a couple of laps around this path and it stops somewhere here or here, but it's just an offset. For example, the 500 it's here, and 300 it's just moving, and somewhere here. Cool. Okay, then back to our script. Then we set the random offset, and the next, the random direction. The position equals mob spawn location just position. We have to set the proper direction for our mob to move around our scene. Then the mob rotation. Why I don't have this completion helper? Okay, rotation, direction. Then we're going to select the proper velocity. Now we have a vector. Then we are going to rotate our velocity to our direction. Okay, and to spawn our mob, we have just attached this mob to the main scene. We have this tree, and the Godot renders the whole tree. It's pretty smart idea, I think. So what we have to do, just add child node. This is the mob node. They're explaining here how it works, how they're calculating this direction with the P, how they're using this range direction with the P. Okay, and under the ready, to set the new game. Okay, let's assign its main scene. How can I set as main scene? Okay, fine. So it's a main scene. It means I can run it just with this F5 or yeah, so waits for the some time. Okay, nothing happens. Okay, I can move, but no enemies. Okay, quite sad. Oh yeah, of course, I completely forgot about that. So the score, I forgot about this part of the code. So on a score, I have to set a score +1, And on the start timer, only one time in the game gives us a couple of seconds, not a couple, but 1 second. How much? 2 seconds to prepare. To prepare before the enemy starts spawning. And incrementing the score during the time when we are surviving this. Then run. Okay, it doesn't work. Attempt to call function start in the base and a null instance. Oh yeah, okay. I mistyped it. Timer. Close it, stop, and run it again. Wait 2 seconds, and now... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, they're pretty huge. Okay. They ate me. Okay, they're quite huge. Okay, I have to change the size. Okay, select our mob. Check scene. Okay. We have the matrix somewhere here. Transform matrix. So 0.6. Fine. Save it. Now I run the game one more time. Wait. They're still huge. Right, so okay. Models were Phoenix, but I missed. Probably I did something wrong. Animated script. Set the property to 0.75. Okay, so I did it wrong. Let's change it back. 1. Fine, and I'm going to change it on animation script. So transformation here, 0.6. I prefer to use the 0.6. I think 75. It's pretty big. Start game again. 2 seconds and oh, okay. Now it's playable. No more enemies and disappeared. So no more enemies. Okay, cool. Remove the call new game from ready. When you are sure everything is working, remove the call new game in ready. Okay, we'll create some kind of user interface later. So I'm going to remove this new game from here because everything works fine. That's really cool how it works. We have this heat and it's connected to the main, and it happens inside of our player here. On player body enter it, hide and emits a signal hit. Okay, so press next. So we're going to create some kind of interface to help us to control the game. I'm going to create a new scene. Then I'm going to use the other node, and they ask to use the canvas layer. Canvas layer. Here we go. So we have a canvas layer here. I think I will rename it to hood. Okay, now we have a canvas layer and it's called hood. Then what I have to do, score timer, message game over, get ready, and then the start button to start the game. Okay, that's pretty fine. What do you have to do next? Okay, I'm going to create a couple of nodes, and I'm going to use the Control A. Okay, Control A. Wow, selected everything here. Again, Control A. Okay, funny, it selects this command Control plus A selects the all code or all source code, and then open this view to create. It's kind of a bug, I think. So let's create the score label. Oh no, it's not a score label, this is a label, just a label. Then let's create one more node and the same label. Then I'm going to create a button. Button. This. All the time I forgot to press Ctrl A. Doesn't work. Okay, it didn't work now, but one more time. Ctrl A. Now it works. And timer. Okay, let's rename score label. Then message. Nah, almost. Message. The button start button. And message timer. Okay, now we have all of these components, and I'm going to continue with what? Okay, the default font is Control, no, the small, okay. Okay, click on the score label. Clicked. The job is done. What's next? Default font color is... Can I see that on the screen? Oh my god. Okay, I said that. Okay, score label default is... Okay, theme overrides, and under the theme overrides there is the fonts. Now it's completely empty. Okay, new dynamic font. Okay, new dynamic font selected. Load art. Okay, our font 64. This is a size. Layout. Top right. But still nothing there. Okay, I set the text 0. Nothing. Oh, okay, now I see. That was empty. That was a placeholder, not the real text. Clear, clear. Okay, then message. Okay, dodge the creeps. Then it should be on a center. Just real center here? Yes, here. Should I override the fonts? I think so. New dynamic? Load. Okay. Okay, what I should do now? Upload a new dynamic or what? Okay, I don't understand. Should I do the same thing for... Okay, new dynamic font. Fine. Then click here. Font again. Loads. Art. Same font. Okay. Settings 64. It looks even bigger. Oh yeah, I missed that. So for this score label, I have to change. This is top wide layout. I already changed. Then the text is 0 and the align here, center. Okay, now and for this again, align the center. H horizontal center white. Okay. Horizontal center white. No, not this one, but this one. Horizontal center white. Okay, horizontal center white. It's fine. Okay, but I have to somehow align it. So message horizontal center white. Fine. Dodge creeps. Align center. Aha. Outer up. Please do. Okay. Now it looks much better. Then a start button. So the text start. Center bottom. Fine. It looks like I have to set the same font for that. Okay, new dynamic. Can I somehow reuse the dynamic? Not really. Maybe here. Can I save it? Okay, let's save it like a hood. Okay. This. Nah, not really. Okay. So just repeat ourselves again. Don't like it so much. I think it's something that is good to change in the future, but it's fine for now. Okay, settings 64. Okay, 64 and center bottom, right? Center and center bottom. Okay. Now the margins. I have to set the margins. Okay, here the margins. Minus 200 and top minus 100. Almost. No. So top minus 200 and bottom minus 100. Okay, fine. We just moved it a little bit on top. So click OK. What's next? Message timer to one shot. Right, one shot. Wait time set to. Okay, done. Let's start implementing our script. Touch script. Who to create. Okay, clean it up a little bit. Extend canvas layer, correct. Then signal start game. Create one more signal. Then continue with the function. Done. Okay, so with this function, we are showing the message, set the message text for this element, then show it, and then wait for 2 seconds, and probably then we'll create some timeout handler for this object and hide the message. Oh, and we have a different one. Show the game over. I'm curious, I think we don't need to have this new line sign. We'll see, maybe we do need, because when we'll show it, it's not reconfigured. So I mean, what if it's applied only one time? We'll see, I'm really curious to see how it works. So next, message show, showing the message, then yield So this function is called when the player loses. Okay, it will show the game over for 2 seconds, then return the title screen, and after a brief pause, show the start button. Ah, okay. After this 1 second, because we'll created a new timer for the 1 second, then timeout, and then show the start button. Fine. One more function. Update our score. Oh, now the time for the timeouts. Yeah, before that on start button pressed. Okay, pressed. Of course, connect to the hood. The same, and for the timer, timeout. It will be invoked by the main, then blah blah blah. Fine. Okay, so on a start button pressed, start button hide, and a made signal start game. Fine. And a timeout. On a timeout, I'm going to do what? Oh yeah, sure. Message hide. It's pretty obvious. Connect who to main. Oh, we're done with that. Let me look at that. Okay, nice. Then save that. I press the Ctrl plus S. Then select our main, and how can I connect that? Oh, this our signal. How can I connect it? How can I connect No, I don't want advanced. No. In the Node tab, connect the HOOT's start game signal to the new game function of the main node by typing new game in the receiver method. Okay. New game. No, nothing appeared. Did I call that like a start game in my main? I'm not sure. New game, yes. This is here. But why it doesn't work? Okay, one more time. So start game, press, okay. Then receiver method, yes. Receiver method in the connect signal, yes, connect the signal to a method. Yes, I am there. Verify that the green connection icon. Okay, receiver method connect HOOT's signal to the start game. Okay, new game. Okay, I don't know, just connect. The method name must be valid identifier. What if this? Okay, that works like this. Let's connect the HOOT start game to the main signal. Okay, so source, how, and target. Okay, that's pretty much clear. What's next? In the new game, HOOT show game over. Done. Score timer timeout. Score timer timeout. Score timer timeout here. Got the +1 and HOOT update score. Yeah, of course, score inside. You have to transfer my score as a parameter. Nah, not really. So I'm ready to play. I don't believe that everything works how expected. All the time it's quite scary when you implemented a lot of things without running it, and now the first time you have to run it. Inside I really believe that it will run perfectly from the first attempt, but it never happens. Yeah, okay, go. Ooh. Dodge the creep. Dodge the creeps. Start. Get ready. I'm ready. It works. The timer works. How cool. How cool this. Wow. Okay, that's the first game in a Godot. I really like how simple it is, because implementing the simple games, it's quite funny. Now the game over. Yeah, of course. Final instance because of the blah blah blah. What's the problem? Okay, yeah. I mistyped the message. Message. Fix that. Exit. Stop. Start again. Start. Go. Ooh. Okay, let's die. Dodge the creeps. Then we have the button. When I click start, it should be 0 and disappeared. 0 disappeared. Start again. Okay, definitely I don't like the background. Why it's so boring? Did you see that? I dodged the creep and dodged without any connection to it. Why? Why I can do that? Okay, I can die. Do you see that? It doesn't work. There is a problem. Okay, but if I will restart it, it will work, right? Go. And I know why it doesn't work. So for the player, stop. Please go the player here. We somehow doing this. Collision set, deferred, disabled. and then collision. Just collision. That's why it doesn't work. Probably enable. No, of course not enable. Okay, disable it, false. So, hope this will fix the error. Let's run one more time. Start. I'm going to die immediately. Die. Wait, because now it's tuned off. It's disabled. And start one more time. Now, yes, it works. It works. Okay, I fixed that with this this collision shape 2D disabled equals false. Fine, it works. I'm happy. Let's move back to our configuration here. Not a configuration, but our tutorial. Configuration I have in we have a lot of configuration in the Vim session. We'll definitely have to check these videos. Scroll down, we did all of the things except the last part. Remove the old creeps. Okay, a new feature to try. We can remove all of them with the group feature. I don't know what is that. It's kind of a new signal or what. Okay, select in the mob scene. Okay, mob scene, I have it. Node, yes, I'm here. Groups. Okay. Add. And the name is mobs. No way, I can invoke this command for the whole group of objects. Okay, save it, and then in the main, when the new game, because I think it should be in the inside of the game over, right? If you play until game over and then start a new game right away, the creeps. Okay, all fixing the error. Let me check what kind of error. Start, and then yeah, we see the enemy and it's still moving there. Okay, one more time. You see the I started a new game and the enemy is still moving here. Okay, that's why we have to change this behavior. The behavior is pretty simple. Let's see one more time. Definitely need some mob that is moving from bottom to top, or opposite. Okay, die. Click, 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 click. No, it's still there. Died. Creeps. Okay, it doesn't work. What's the problem? I mistyped something here. Oh, I think I realized, because now the collision shape 2D selected, and maybe for the mob we don't have the group, so it's pretty serious to have on the left side. Do you see? I set the group for the collision shape, but I have to set it for the mob. So remove it, set here, then mobs, add. Very important to have this selected, because we're going to delete only the whole tree, not only collision shape. So save it, then mobs here, and the game over. Let's move it back. Right here, save, run. Check it out. Dodging and then waiting for the perfect creep. Moving, fine. Then start. Okay, now, okay. Everyone is disappeared. It's pretty fast. One more time. Okay, that's enough. Enough. And click. Okay. All of them gone. So it works. It definitely works. It doesn't look pretty now, but we'll make it pretty. And now we are going to the finishing part, I would say polishing part, And I'm going to add some custom things there. At least I'm going to add the background because it looks ugly. Okay, and polishing our game. Definitely I don't like the background, and they're proposing it, and they're proposing to set the color to this, but I still think it's quite boring. So I'm going to set the picture on it. Use a color rect. Okay, color rectangle, but what if I use the image? Does anything exist? Looks like an image. Okay, I'm going to use the texture rect. Background. I have a picture. Yeah, I prepared. It looks like this. It looks cool, I think. We will see how it will work with this game. So move, import. No, not this one. Can I rename this? Rename. Background. So background and drag and drop. Wow. No. Please. Don't. Something like that. Let's see. Start game. Oh, I can't see myself. Why I can see the player? Because player somewhere behind of it. How I can change the priority? Player 0 is 0. I can change the. I can change this. Okay. Okay, something wrong with that. Okay, the player definitely behind of this background, but why? How can I change this rendering? So what if I move just there and then run? Start. Okay, now it works. So I have to change the order. Game over. Fine. I don't really like it too much. I'm going to change maybe something different. Okay, I'm thinking something about sand. Maybe like this. Let's see how sand will work. Drag and drop. Please rename. Sand background. Sand background and background set. If I press the control, it's like snap to the values automatically. So let me change that like this and this a little bit. Okay, something like that. Start the game. Now that's a much better. Okay, I think it's much better. But maybe it's not true for you, but you will select what do you want. Then run one more time. Get ready. See them perfectly. Cool. That's a much better. I think it's a much better. Okay, cool. And what's next? The sounds. Okay, going to attach the one more to the main. The name for that, audio stream player 2D. Name music. Okay, one more time. The same. What's the difference between this stream player and this stream player? Okay, let's add this and name. For the second one is death sound. The first stream. Loads arts music, the loop music, right? Playing. Oh. Okay, this sound is loaded. Let's change how the main script in the new game set the music almost music play. In the game over, death sound play. Save it, run. And start. Okay, I have to stop the music in the game over. Stop. The game over. Music. Stop. Go. What the next? The keyboard shortcuts. Okay, the last touch. Go to the project settings. Input map. Yes, I'm there. Okay, new property. Start game. And for the start game, add the key mapping for the enter. Key, enter. Okay, clear. Okay, done. And under the HUD. Okay, HUD 2D. Now I have to open here. HUD start button. Where are the shortcuts? Okay, shortcut. Ah, I see. Shortcut. New shortcut. A new input event. Okay, start game. A lot of interfaces in one. Action, shortcut. Base button, short. Gosh. Run one more time. Press enter. Okay, it works. But it's not so obvious. Okay. Tied. The last thing what I want to do, I want to implement some kind of animation when the player died. And for that I'm going to find, let's close that in the internet, something like explosion sprite. I'm going to use something like that, like when the player touched the enemy, I want to play something like explosion. That's a pure improvisation. So the new scene, other note, you can skip that. It's something out of the tutorial, because tutorial is finished when you finalized, and then you can press the enter. So that's finished. Go back to our script, and then I'm going to implement something like explosion. And for that, animated sprite. Animated sprite. Okay, now I have animated sprite, and I'm going to call it like explosion. And I'm curious, can I upload just one image and move some kind of the window around all of these pictures? Let's see. Oh yeah, frames. Of course, I forgot. Child node, frames. No, what's the problem with that? A property. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I have to create a property under the explosion. Oh yeah, shortcuts. It's so confusing. It's all the time stays there. Okay, the animation, the properties, frame, new sprite frames. Click one more time. Oh, sprite sheet. Yes, that's what I need. So move under the art, explosion. So explosion sheet, then art, explosion sheet, fine. Oh my god. So 6 on 6, right? Okay, it won't work, but okay, let's have it as it is. What if I select all of them? Bam, all of them. Add frames. Select all, then add 36 frames. A little bit cluttered here, but okay, let's see how it works. Explosion, playing. If it's 10, okay, it's too fast. 10. Then it's good. Let's save it like an explosion. Save. Okay, the explosion is done, and now I'm going to check the player script. The player body entered. Oh, nice. Okay. We're not deleting the player, but we are hiding the player. It will be, because if we'll delete the player, it will be really hard to get the proper position of the player. Okay, now we continue the main. And here the Export. Export. And I'm going to show this explosion scene when the player died. So somewhere in the player game over here, I'm going to show the, not this, but explosion scene instance. Player position. Okay, explosion position equals player position. So instead of the player, I'm going to render the explosion. Then add child explosion. Okay, run, play, die. Oh yeah, okay. It doesn't work because okay, I got the error, and the error because nothing in explosion scene, but I have to load the explosion scene. Here, open, save, and run one more time. There. Okay, almost done. Instead of that, I'm going to set for the explosion. For the explosion, what do you have to do? Okay, timer. Yes, everything we can solve with the timer. One shot timer, then explosion, attach script, explosion, place T on ready. After 1 second, I'm going to destroy it. Auto start, please don't. But on the ready, hope it means play the animation. Because this is animation, so it's play the animation. Now signal timeout attached to the our explosion script, and here I'm going to set the stop Q3. Stop player and then Q3. Go. Give me this explosion. Almost. How to stop that playing all the time? How does that just to play one time? Speed. Ah, loop. I see. Cool. So it will be automatically destroyed. It looks much better, isn't it? Exit, and again, the loop. If you click here, you have your animation frames, and here you have this parameter checkbox, the loop on or off, and I decided to off. This displays this animation just ons, and then this timer destroys this object, because I don't need to have this explosion all the time. But maybe in the sake of optimization, it's possible to have only one explosion script and use the hide and the show all the time on the screen, and then change. Yeah, it's possible to do, right? To hide and show and use this stop and play without creation, because maybe creation takes quite a lot of resources to recreate that. But if you keep that all the time, maybe it's efficient. And what if I try to do that? So I'm not going to destroy it. I want to stop it, and I even don't need this timer. We'll play one time, and please delete this note. Remove this function. Start animation. So play. Don't need this timer without any timer, and it will be even more efficient. I think so, yes. And we don't need this creation here. Remove it. Attach explosion, open. It's fine if it's on top. Maybe somewhere under the hood. No, not here, but here. Here, yeah, that's fine. Explosion. It's not the instance, but save it and run. No, it doesn't work. I don't need to play that on ready. So remove this. Please, we can remove everything. Run. But the second time, it doesn't work the second time. So search for help. How can I reset it? Okay, I don't have enough commands, but what I think, maybe somehow I can set frames. I can set frame and value, probably I will set the 0. Fine, so animation 0. Let's go. One more time. Okay, it works, but what I don't like, this. Do you see this small explosion on the left top corner? Because we have the 0. I will implement the ready. Then on the play animation, show. It's even simpler solution. We have nothing here, then play. Destroyed. Play one more time. Okay, and now I'm almost sure it's pretty efficient, because we have only one explosion frame. We don't need to create it again and again and again, but we're just moving it, showing and hiding, showing and hiding. Oh, I quite like it. I updated the HUD a little bit to see the text clearly. And now I think I've done with this game. And that's it. I spent a really good time developing this game with Godot, because Godot has a brilliant documentation, really nice and responsive UI, and GDScript is a very nice and easy language to get started with. So if you're considering to try it out, Godot, I strongly recommend you to try it out. It now looks quite mature to developing some your ideas with this game engine, and it's way more easier than Unity or Unreal Engine. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this, and I will see you in the next one.